Welcome to Coast Currents. I am delighted to welcome Forrest Naylor, producing director of the Mendocino Theatre Company and the creator, writer, and director of a web-based TV show, Sundays, premiering this fall 2011. Forrest, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
It's nice to have you join us. How did you arrive in Mendocino County?
I arrived in Mendocino from Los Angeles, actually. I moved to Los Angeles because I had a possible job on the television show 6 Feet Under.
Oh, okay.
And I moved down there to hopefully get connections and further my career. However, 2 weeks after I was already living there, 9/11 happened. And my wife lost her job. I lost my potential job because production stopped for a while. And basically we just got in some financial troubles living down there because we didn't have work. And my parents live up here in Fort Bragg.
Oh, okay.
So we decided, okay, let's go up there, stay with them for a while and get our bearings and decide what we want to do next. And we ended up coming up here, enrolled our son in school, and decided, wow, he goes to the playground on the beach as opposed to a cement playground. So we decided to stay up here for his sake. And not only that, I wound up getting a lot more work done up here. I wrote 3 short films that I directed within a year and a half, and I could have never done that in LA. It would have cost me a fortune, and the community here has just been really supportive and, gives me a great outlet to do what I want to do.
Tell us about Sundays, your latest project.
Yeah, Sundays is it's a web series, and for those that don't know what web series are, they're television shows, but they're made to be distributed over the internet. And they're generally between 3 to 5 minutes long. That's a traditional one. However, there's a calling now to have them longer, and mine happens to be around 15 minutes long, 15 to 17 minutes long. And so it's a television show, and we'll air it over the internet once a week. And basically, it's about a small little witchy little village. It's an ensemble cast. It has 13 characters, and it deals with all these relationships in this village and how these relationships intertwine with each other, and about gossip and how one thing leads to the next. It has mystery, it has comedy, it has romance, it has drama, and we have a huge age range as far as our cast goes too. I think our youngest one is 8 and our oldest one is in late 60s, I believe. So we definitely have a multi-generational cast, which I love because most web series that are out there, they usually deal with post-college graduation, or just teen comedy stuff, and there's not, from what I've seen, there's nothing really solid like a good storyline out there, except maybe 2 that I like. So that's why I like Sundays. It has a huge cast, and there's a lot of different stories going on. And not only does it have a huge cast, but the cast that we have are incredible. Very, very talented people. A lot of them are locals here from Mendocino County. I was going to say, have you drawn from the local Most of them are locals, actually. Sid Garza Hillman, incredible actor. He lives up here, and he was a working actor in LA for years and years and years and years. And he ended up moving up here to Mendocino Coast, and he auditioned, and we took him in, and he's incredible. He plays Harley, which is basically, if there's a lead character in Sundays, it would be Harley, because he's a guy, he moved from New York to this little village because his grandmother died. And he was trying to make it in New York as a writer and a director, musician, just all around artist. However, nothing worked out for him. He was struggling and struggling. His grandmother died, so here in the little village of Sundays. So he ended up inheriting her house, moving here, and decided, actually his life is kind of good here. And he basically has contact with the rest of the members that are in the cast, but the story doesn't necessarily revolve around him, but somehow he always ends up intertwining with the rest of the cast, whereas other cast members, they don't. They have their own little stories going on. But Harley kind of ties everybody together. He kind of weaves in and out of their lives.
So will our audience recognize, as well as some of the local talent, some of the places are you doing outside and inside location shooting?
Oh yeah, I mean,
seems to be familiar.
Yeah, I mean, for those that live in Mendocino County, they'll really notice it. I mean, we've shot on Evergreen Street in the village of Mendocino. We've used private residences in Mendocino. We've shot at Vicanto and Fort Bragg. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of landmarks, basically. And of course, we always have a lot of ocean scenes or backdrops of the ocean because we live here on the coast. And one of the houses that we used is perched basically right on the headlands in Mendocino and overlooks the headlands and the ocean, and that's a familiar view for a lot of people as well.
Great. Now, how do people that want to follow the program Sundays, is there a way that they can, before it airs, which is going to happen later in the fall, is there a way that they can find out about the cast and about the production?
Yes, you can.
If you go get riled up for the debut?
Yes, you can. At sundaystheseries.com is the website. And that has all of our cast on there. We're going to be updating it with video blogs, outtakes from what we have shot already, and just blogs and pictures from the cast, and what's the word I'm looking for? Behind the scenes.
Okay.
We're looking for. But that'll be at sundaystheseries.com.
Great. And is there still opportunities for people to become involved in the project?
There is. We just now completed season 1.
Okay.
I'm still editing season 1, so I got a while to go, but I will probably be writing season 2 over the winter time. And so we'll start going in production again next spring like we did this past spring here. And I will be casting again. Always new storylines come up in my head and new characters, new ideas, so I like to bring some new characters in, as well as for crew members, for cameramen, sound men, anybody that has experience working on a film or just have the passion for it, they should contact us and see if there's any openings to be involved.
And how are you getting the funding for this project? It sounds to me that it's quite a big production, so there must be costs involved.
I have an amazing producer who gets the job done, put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah. We are currently, though, I would like to bring her in and talk to her if we can, but we're looking for sponsors to help support the show. And basically, we think it's a win-win situation, because if Sundays really takes off and becomes a viable production, then these people that we can pay will put their money back into the community. So we think it's a win-win. It's a win for us, it's a win for the community.
Is there information on the website?
There is.
That people who may be interested in participating in all aspects that can find out more?
Absolutely. There's a contact number on there, Cindy Lemus, she's our producer, and if you contact her, she'd be happy to provide you with any information you're requesting.
Well, it sounds very exciting. I know I'm going to be tuned in and hooked up. Thank you, Forrest, for joining us. I hope that Sundays is a great success, and I hope that the audience will participate and watch it and enjoy it, and it become quite a Mendocino County phenomenon.
Thank you. I also would like to say, if I may, that for those that are watching this show, we're going to be airing it on MCTV as well, so you don't necessarily have to go online to watch it. We will be airing it on MCTV as well.
So audience, you heard that first. It will be on MCTV also. Thanks for joining us on Coast Currents. We'll see you next time.
Action! Street, cell phone. See what we're gonna do here. All I want, this is our very open, what the fuck is all over here? Censor, not necessarily in that order. Oh, oops, hello. So, what?